A what?
Just go ahead now.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh.
Okie dokie. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. If you're anywhere but the great American West, we are live. It is Office Hours Live, starring Tim Heidecker. That's me. It is June 30th, Thursday, June 30th, 10 a.m. here. Beautiful, hot. Going to be a hot one today if you're following the weather in Southern California. I'm joined, of course, as usual, thank goodness, by the Trinity. That includes myself as the Holy Father. And let's see how I'm going to parse this out. DJ Doug Pound as
act like you're this big.
Jesus Christ.
You're sick.
And that means
bitch.
that leaves the scraps to Victor Berger IV, the Holy Spirit.
Hello,
Congratulations,
everybody.
Holy Spirit. You are
Got
my
my chauffeur,
Holy
right?
Spirit. You got great spirit,
Thanks.
don't you?
I appreciate that.
Let's get this. We've got two bombshells today. Two bombshells.
The pound.
And by the way, we're joined in studio by Sandy Honig. Am I pronouncing that right? Because I didn't go over Honig.
No, it's okay. It's Honig.
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 Well, this is the problem we have on the show, Sandy, is we have a terrible producer. Captain Carlin
Thank you.
is a terrible
Thank you.
person.
I'll be here all night. Thank you.
And he doesn't do his job is what he doesn't do.
It's pretty clearly
He doesn't go over last
H-O-N-I-G.
names and spellings and pronunciations.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the mess we're in right now.
Hey,
But what can you do?
what can you do? I'm not worried about it.
At these prices, okay. Well, I'm just
There's
going to
that
call you
butthole.
Sandy.
Hey, you-
Sandy.
Mhm.
You know the Bruce Springsteen song, Sandy?
That's what I'm named
Sandy.
after.
Sandy. The fireworks are hailing over Little Eden tonight. No, the big bombshell today, folks. And I want everybody to sit on down. We have two bombshells. One's coming later in the show. The bombshell that came our way last night, and the reason why things look a little iffy, a little off, a little weird this morning, is after experiencing a very mild cough earlier in the day, I did my due diligence and discovered this bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. Nightmare scenario. Worst. We will discuss whether this is a worst case scenario or perhaps a blessing in disguise. Can we see that, Matt? Is this clear?
Loud and clear. Very bad news, sir.
Very, very bad news. Now let's talk about this for a few minutes, the implications of it, and my current state of well-being.
Unbelievable.
Because that's where everyone's heads are at right now as they're absorbing this. And people are shocked, Matt. I can't see the Zoomers. I assume people are shocked.
Definitely. Shock, sadness, whole range.
How many tears are we counting?
Many.
Many
Gallons.
tears.
Yeah. Maybe pints.
First and foremost, I'm feeling fine. I've got a little, what I would say, if I hadn't tested, I would have said, gee, I got a little allergies, or I got a sniffle, I got a little itchy throat. That would have been my self-diagnosis. But I had a meeting at the house yesterday, big meeting, big creative meeting for a big project. I said, you know what, before people show up, why don't I do the due diligence, do the respectful thing, and do a quick rapid test? And can you imagine my shock and horror when the lines went the way they did? Okay. Absolute nightmare scenario.
God damn it.
Now, it is no secret.
Sorry, I don't have my own soundboard, so I'm going to be doing my own.
You can just do your own.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh!
Do whatever you want, Sandy. I'm not.
Thank you.
So where am I? Where am I? I'm in an undisclosed location in my home, which is essentially disclosed at this point. It is an area. This is generally, if you look behind me, if people want to know, where do your guests go to the bathroom? Where do they wait when they're not on the show? You're looking at it. We're in it.
Yeah,
We're in the green room.
Sure smells good.
Obviously, it's no surprise. It's no secret that the big tour starts next week, conveniently, with some warm-up shows at the Elysian Theater.
Cut the tape.
We will have. There's a potential. I'll be frank. Listen. Could I have just taken this and put it in the trash can and just sixpence none the wiser?
Mm-hmm.
Should I have? Should I have?
Trump pence.
Is that the kind of person I am?
Trump.
What? Trump
Trump
pence.
pence. None the wiser.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
No, I've of course considered that. Of course, I connived and huddled with my many handlers. What do you think we should do? Just keep our heads down.
Did you have a big meeting about it with your handlers last night?
Oh, it was a all hands on deck situation.
You all really believe this?
And we came to the conclusion that the right thing to do would be to get in front of this, to be honest, to be open, to assure my audience, to rest assured. And now listen, the LA audience are fast asleep right now. They are fast asleep. These people do not get up at 10 a.m. They are sleeping like babies. So they don't even know. This is like in 9/11 when those big jet airliners crashed into the towers and everybody in LA was sleeping like babies. And they woke up to the terrible news. Waking up. Another beautiful day in LA. Let me just turn on the news. What? No. As you can see, my spirits are high.
I'll say.
It's looking very likely.
I'm glad Sandy's
the first
here.
couple of shows. Excuse me?
Well, I'm saying it's great that Sandy's here because she's enjoying it. She's laughing.
Likes the drops.
I'm laughing.
It's cool to have someone here laughing
Right.
at something. You know,
Yeah.
it's rare.
Hey, the sounds
Well, that's what I
are
need
making
on the
me
show.
laugh.
I've told you this many. I need this on the show. I need like that Dim Pool has. He has got that woman that just laughs and agrees with everything he says.
Come on, dude.
You need a yes
So,
woman.
Sandy,
Amen.
throughout the show, I just need you to reaffirm whatever I'm saying. You just go laugh and then go, yep.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
Okay if I fart.
Okay.
The seasons, they do change.
I'll laugh.
And
I'll
be like super interested in everything I have to say, like very engaged.
I'll like sit in the corner. I'll be very
Right, so-
small. And then when you guys say something funny, I'll like be laughing, but then I'll go back to being quiet.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
what
be
you can
small.
do is let's practice. If I
Okay.
say no, I'm not gonna. I'll
Wait,
do
sorry.
it from. I'll do it from the left's perspective, but I could say something like the Supreme Court
Mm-hmm.
has overstepped their boundaries. I think. No laughs.
Sorry,
you agree
sorry.
with
So
me.
could we take it again?
So let's try it again. I believe that
Yes.
the Supreme Court has overstepped their boundaries.
Yes, and thank you for speaking up and using your voice to
Great.
elevate.
Okay, so that's the tone we're looking for today. Now back to the big COVID news. I did sincerely believe that I was immune, that I was not going to be subject to this plague, and I've let everybody down. I've let everybody down. Every week it's something, Matt. Last week I tried to put out an album, and the Supreme Court throws out Roe versus Wade on the same damn day. I get sandbagged.
Turns
This
out
week,
I got COVID.
There you go.
We're cursed.
But so that next week's shows are a few of them. I would think, as long as I maintain, and I'm happy to hear people's feedback on this. If I feel as good as I feel right now, if things deteriorate and I get very sick, then we'll have another conversation. But
I'm great.
I think I don't know. Did somebody tell me, Matt, you had this? If I'm feeling a little itchy right now, I don't have a fever.
Itchy.
Am I in the clear, or do I have something coming my way? A tsunami?
Well, I think you're in the clear. Don't they say the day before you test positive is like the height of COVID in your system? Is that what they say?
Here's
Well,
what
let's
I know.
talk about this because. Okay, go ahead, Sandy.
So my mom's a doctor. Wait, can I get a sound effect from that?
Hold on, yeah.
So my mom's a doctor.
Wait,
Itchy right now. I don't know.
Wait, so
wait, say it again. Say it again.
Don't request sound effects from these guys. Okay, just let them do their thing.
I do feel a little bit. I do feel a little bit left hanging.
I'm sorry about that. That was my fault.
Yeah,
I was doing two things. That's why my drop was off.
Were you were tweeting about the Supreme Court? Doctor. Thank you. Okay, so here's what she said. Wait, what day of symptoms are you on?
Day 2.
Day 2. And you already tested positive?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So let me give you the whole story.
Yes, give us a timeline.
This has to be acknowledged. Monday, I go and get the second booster at the CVS. Great
Monday, really? This Monday?
Yeah.
This Monday, I get the booster.
I think it's come from the booster.
Knowing that I've got a big tour coming up and I want to be fortified and ready. So Monday's the booster. I don't have any side effects from the booster. I've never had side effects from any of the vaccine things. Tuesday, I test, and I'll tell you why. I tested because I was going to do Tom Sharpling's show, The Best Show, which I did on Tuesday night. And then I was going to a friend's little birthday event, a very small gathering, and he requested that I test. And so I tested on Tuesday, no COVID, negative. Okay. Woke up the next day with a little tightness in my chest. Was waiting for it to pass, didn't pass. In the afternoon, took the test on Wednesday, got positive. So, Sandy, speak.
Yes. So, I would say if you don't have a fever yet, that's a good sign. Good sign. And once again, this is all secondhand information that I am giving.
You're not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, but my mom
plays one on
in my life.
Okay.
And so, okay, if you don't have a fever yet, good vibes. And if this is you started feeling sick Tuesday, you say. No, wait.
Mildly.
It's like.
No, I started feeling sick Wednesday morning.
Oh, Wednesday morning. What day is it?
Today's Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
So it's fully raging at him right now, or the worst is yet to come.
I say keep an eye on it. Check your temperature. Keep an eye. I say,
certainly will.
Personally, I say keep an eye on it.
Are you keeping away from your family, or are you letting it rip?
Well, this is the other thing. No, yesterday I took my family to the airport for the weekend. They were going up to Canada to visit my wife's family.
Oh, I thought it was like I got COVID. Kids to the airport, fly them out.
Oh. No, you know what I did?
That's a good one.
I drove, not to Burbank, folks, to LAX. I drove my family to the airport. That's pretty cool.
Windows up?
With COVID.
I mean, that's a big move. No, I didn't know I had COVID. I was in the dark on this.
So they're super spreading in that Spirit airline right now.
I super spread like crazy recently. I didn't know. I had the same thing. I felt
listen. Listen, you know how much I hate the COVID talk, boring. and I don't want to dwell on this. I will take a Zoomer with their first reactions, Matt.
Are you ready? Hey,
Yeah,
are you ready for this?
let's talk to Parker Shields. Parker Shields, you have a reaction for us?
Let's go.
I have COVID too.
Oh.
Well, this isn't about you.
Okay.
I mean, how arrogant.
Turns out I got COVID.
No, condolences.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better. I had a rough maybe 48 hours a few days ago, but I'm on the up and up now.
Good. I'm happy to have 48 hours of roughness. I don't even have that. I feel like I would, like I said, I feel like I have an allergy or something like that. So pray, let's all pray. I believe in God for the time being, and I'll reverse that opinion later. But no, are you shocked? Are you disappointed? Are you sad? Are you planning to attend any shows of mine this summer?
I'm in row G for Durham. I'll be there. Can't wait.
Well,
love the new album.
I mean, the positive side of this is, let's get this over with now. I don't want to get this in Cleveland 2.5 weeks into the tour, right?
You've got it at the right
big
time.
Problem. I might have gotten it at the right time. I would have preferred to have gotten it last week.
Great timing, T.
But we'll see. So stand by. If you have tickets to I would say this, then we completely move on and forget about this. I would say if you're listening and you have tickets to the first 2 shows, I think there's a high probability of those being postponed until later, perhaps in September when we come back from the East Coast. So I'm not saying that's happening. It's probably the smart thing to do. It's probably the most ethical, responsible, reasonable thing to do, is to give me the full CDC recommended period of time to be clear. I will say this is affecting rehearsals. I'm trusting this band is just we're going to do it over Zoom. We're going to figure it out. The songs are not that hard. I'm not doing Emerson, Lake and Palmer covers. Do you hear me?
Tim, maybe
Nick?
you can do like Daft Punk and you could wear a helmet and the show can go on.
Well, Tim was kind enough to say that
Bob Log.
Yeah, if he does still test positive, that I could go on and do all of his material.
That would
there
be
you
fine.
go.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Feel better,
let's move
Parker.
the show along. I believe I'd love to just move things into the City of the Day territory.
Now we're talking.
City of the day. City of the day. They must want to see.
Already getting DMs, by the way. DMs, people saying, oh no, oh no, oh no. City of the Day is sponsored by Numblish. Numblish is the exciting new language that anyone can learn. It simply takes every word in the English language and assigns it a number.
How many words are in the English language?
Only 171,476.
Wow, I bet even I could learn that language.
4, 878, 33, 251.
What did you say?
I bet you can.
Cool. I just downloaded the Numblish translator app, and now I can speak Numblish too.
4,226, 376, 30,242, 60, 660,000, 660, 20,201.
66,878, 187, 264, 4,451, 40,149.
Now, what did you guys say this time?
4, 556, 3, 168, 900, 903, 10,223.
4, 900, 874, 12,662.
186, 186.
Well, I guess this means I need to go to my numblish.lips to get 18% off my first book of Numblish. And if I order today, I'll get the Numblish Translator app for free. It's the #1 language of the future. What am I waiting for?
449.
449, 62, 449.
All right. Well, we will be, since nobody else knows this this language, we'll go back into we'll go back into English if that's
Can
okay
I
with everybody.
play my Numblish jingle? Because now I do a jingle for every ad.
We love that. Doug.
3, 4. Numblish is the language for me. We can talk in numbers. 1, 2, 3.
This show just can't
Chillin'?
be about talking about numbers.
Oh, sorry. Chillin', you're our city of the day.
All right.
Chillin', how are you?
Doing good. I'm chilling in Cooper Landing, Alaska.
Whoa.
Oh, chilling in Alaska. The second track off my new LP, High School. What did you think when you heard that song?
I was like, God, it's meant to be. I'm chilling in Alaska. This fits the vibe well. I really appreciated the shout out to one of the lesser known, smaller states.
It's lesser known. You think it's a lesser known state?
I don't know. A lot of people, some of the tourists here don't realize you can drive here. It's
a
quite the
long
drive.
drive.
I drove up from Arizona to here.
I would say the general awareness of Alaska is probably up in the high 90s to 100%. Don't you think?
Well,
I'm
people
trying
don't
to think of
think
a state that might. You think you could stump somebody? Like maybe Rhode Island would be one that you might forget about. I don't know.
New Hampshire.
I think people know that more than, like, say, a South Dakota.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What I think is so cool about Alaska is that it's right next to Hawaii on the map, but they have such different climates.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so well. That's okay. You're looking at the wrong maps.
No, they're
Do you
right
think
there.
they're
She's
down
they're right
yeah,
there.
they're down
They're-
there in the
You think
ocean.
They put them in the box at the bottom.
Yeah.
And they're right next to each other, but like
Right.
one's really hot and one's really
That's
cold.
not
It's
where
just-
they are geographically on the planet, Sandy.
Well, I trust the science. I'm looking at it. Sorry.
He trusts us. Let me just say, by the way, Sandy is one of 3 busy Debras. That's who we have here in the studio. One of 3.
It's true.
And
Check out 3 Busy Debras on HBO Max.
Okay.
HBO.
Right? Is that
So
where it's
that's
at?
where it is. Wait, Doug, you know all 3 of us. Who would you say is who of the 3? If the 3 of us were to be Vic,
interesting.
Doug, and Tim,
I'm Sandy.
who's who? Yeah, I think so.
Sandy.
Um,
Fireworks are hailing over Little Eden tonight. Who? Okay, keep going, Doug. Sorry. If you say the word Sandy, I'm going to sing Sandy by Bruce Springsteen, which is on the Young, the Wild, and the E Street Shuffle, his second album. Vinny
Vic is Mitra. And then-
Vinny Mad Dog Lopez on drums. Okay, go ahead, Doug.
I got to go Alyssa with Tim. I mean, I don't know if I had to pick.
If you had to pick.
Is there a clear leader between you guys? I mean, down low.
Great
like,
question.
if you know, like, who's really taking who's
Tim
the
seems
alpha?
like more of a Mitra to me.
I think Mitra.
Yeah.
Maybe Tim's the Mitra.
Maybe Tim's the Mitra.
Uh-huh.
She seems like the alpha, right?
I'll meet you. I'll
No
meet you later.
disrespect.
I'll meet you later. We can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, where was Max
All right.
Weinberg on that album, Tim? Why was Mad Dog
He was yet to be discovered. He was
playing on
Mini.
Conan?
I got my dyslexia going. Vinny Mad Dog Lopez clashed with Bruce, I believe. I don't know the whole story, but they did not. There was he left the group, and Max entered the picture. Okay, 4, Born to Run. All right, Matt. How about?
We
By
go
the
to the
way,
hotline,
we also
yeah?
have another. We have another big bombshell.
Oh,
Brought to us, which we're not going to now, but I just want to tease a little bit.
I
that
love
this
these
is
bombshells.
a legitimate bombshell.
Thanks, Alaska.
A
man. Take care.
legitimate. Are you guys just talking over me?
Sorry, we were leaving Alaska Man.
Okie dokie.
Chilling on.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
all right. Thank you, Alaska Man. Let me just say one word about this bombshell. It's going to make some waves in the wider world community, I believe. We're going to treat it very seriously. We're going to swear. This person will be under oath. He'll be sworn in under oath, and he will be met with serious questioning by myself and some follow-up questioning by Victor Berger IV. and we'll get to the bottom of some very important issues. This is going to shock and, well, it's not going to surprise you. I think what this experience will do is reaffirm some of our deep suspicions we have about a certain person. Correct?
I believe so. I believe that is true.
What's the deal with the guy on Office Hours, Vic?
And we have a new
Here's a teaser
talent
image.
that we're going to be exploring and exposing on the show. New talent from a man named Matt. Who's our special comedy guest today?
The great Bardia Salimi.
Woo!
Bardia Salimi.
And,
Now,
and you have
let
a
us take another call. How about the hotline?
Yeah,
I was
let's get into
I was
that
gonna make my
hotline.
big joke, but we
Wait,
can.
what was
we
the
can wait.
bombshell? Is that to come
Well,
later?
I was gonna say there's a third bombshell.
Wait.
I'll wait for
What,
the joke.
Doug?
Never mind.
No, I just don't understand because I was very clear what I'm doing. The bombshell 1 is me testing positive for
Sure.
COVID. Bombshell 2 is being currently teased right now without revealing what the bombshell is. I just
Gotcha.
spent
The second half, we'll have this
4 minutes
bombshell.
going over that.
All right. Jeez.
Jesus.
Here, let's show
I mean, you
Did
can't
you
say
see
there's
this
a bombshell
image?
and then just not say the bombshell.
Here's
Right,
your
I
teaser.
don't
Like, did I
agree.
miss
I
the
can
bombshell?
say that we're going to have a bombshell within a half hour.
There's going to be someone testifying.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with my great joke, and no one wants to hear it.
Can I hear it?
Please, Sandy, the floor is yours.
And then you guys all have to laugh.
Of course.
So there's a third bombshell, and she's sitting right here.
Yes.
Sandy, fireworks are hailing over Little Eden tonight.
Nice.
Now,
All right, let's talk to
is that
Mary
the guy?
from Spokane.
Does this sound like a guy that can't perform on stage? I don't think so.
Mary from Spokane, 404. You're on the Hothead hotline. Or Perry, rather.
She Spokane for?
Yes.
She Spokane for?
You there, Spokane?
This is a Mary?
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, must be Perry,
Yeah.
the
Can
auto
you hear me?
screener send.
Yes.
Oh, are
Must be Barry.
Perry?
Y'all can call me whatever you want as long as you can hear me.
Okay, what can we do for
Can
you?
y'all hear me at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry guys. Jeez. Well, first of all, I'd like to say I think Tim is Sandy, Doug is Alyssa, and Vic is Mitra, but that's just me.
Oh, interesting.
So I've called him.
Very
That seems right to me, but I appreciate all opinions. I've called in a couple times with several complaints, but this one is a new one. My fiance's best friend called to borrow money from her a couple of weeks ago, and she swore up and down. She's like, "I'll get paid the next day. I'll pay you back right away, and we'll all be good." So my fiance sent her the money, and of course the next day she didn't pay her back, and it's been about a month now. And this best friend, this person who has been in my fiance's life since she was a child, is no longer speaking to her, has like completely cut off communication after borrowing this money. So I don't know.
I got a pop quiz for Sandy right now.
Mm-hmm.
What is the root of all evil?
Women.
No. Doug, what is the root of all evil?
Video games? Violent video games?
All right, Vic, you can take it away. What is the root of all evil?
Greed and power? Greed or power?
Close. Matt, you want to take it?
Yeah, this is a very easy one. Money. Money is the root of all evil. You know this.
I thought that was going to be an easy softball, meatball.
And what's
But,
the square root of all evil?
How much money are we talking about, sir?
$200, a couple $100. I mean, not an unreasonable sum, but you know, we live paycheck to paycheck. That's a good chunk for us.
Doug, don't scoff at $200.
Can we make the super chats go to this today?
Well, it's like a lifelong friendship over 200. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But
they've been friends. I've been with my fiance for 6 years, and they've been friends for like 20 something. So I've known this girl the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
She was a lot more dependable and I'm sorry.
Oh no, you go.
She used to be a much more reliable, dependable friend, but like the last 3 years, she's just really started to pull away from my fiance, and I obviously can't say anything to this girl because I don't want to get in between them, but
I'll
it's
say
starting
something.
to make me feel like, why do we need her around? Yes, please.
I can say something. How long has she not spoken to you or to your fiance?
She asked for the money about 3 weeks ago, and that's the last correspondence they've had.
Well, you could
listen,
save the money on the wedding with not
excuse
inviting
me.
her, right?
Excuse
Just a
me.
thought.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, she was slated to be my fiance's maid of honor. I don't know. That's kind of
Fine, I'll do it. Fine.
Yeah,
You know what you
please,
did?
Sandy.
You know what? There's another way to look at this. There's another way to look at this.
What
Okay.
is it?
You've just spent, your wife is just fiance, whatever. I don't know if this wedding's actually going to go. Is it a fiance or wife?
You say you don't know if this wedding is going to happen?
I appreciate the confidence.
I'm dubious, but no. You have just spent, your fiance has just spent $200 to get some dead weight out of her life. That's all.
That's right.
Consider it.
That's a cheap.
That's a good value.
Good value. Yeah.
Drop it. So like, you know what? We're done. I don't need this kind of energy in my life. I don't need this kind of person in my life anymore. I think you should be prepared to drop friendships at the drop of like this, like boom, done. Goodbye. We had some good times. So what? I'll meet somebody else. Huh? You're ready to do that. Your fiance can't let go.
To draw somebody. Exactly. But I think you're right. If it's a $200 to be outside of this negative influence, that's a small price to pay.
Ciao tutti.
Ciao tutti, eh?
Absolutely.
She's his fucking fiance.
All right, that's my advice. Let's not linger on this. Can't imagine why anybody would want to hear another second of this
Best of luck,
situation.
Spokane, Mary.
No one has gotten invested in this situation. Right? No listeners.
I do want to.
Wait a minute, I want to know more.
Tim, wouldn't it be cool to like pay to get rid of some people that you don't really like want around? Like, it would be a blessing to have them owe you money, and then they out you, and then they go away. But what if you could a service where you can pay to get rid of some of these vampires in your life?
Mm-hmm. Name
Sounds like
them.
a good fake ad for you, Doug.
No, just some people you don't really
know. I could tell some stories about this, but then it would get a little personal. But yes, certainly.
Can't you stay
people that
vague
I
and
would
kind of
have
keep
said,
it
like,
vague? Make it be about someone else you know that.
Nah.
I do want to respond to
you'd
Vic's,
sniff it out real quick.
Sorry, I do want to respond to Vic's super chat suggestion. The super chats today are going to abortionfunds.org.
Yes, because I got
clarify that.
I got Sandy knocked up this morning.
Now I'm getting excited.
Oh!
Is that the bombshell?
That's number two.
It's not it's just general abortion funds for. Well, listen, I'm going on tour, and accidents happen, and I have to be ready to take care of the situation.
This is a personal abortion fund for you.
Yeah,
for your tour.
that's right. Yeah. There'll be a tip jar at the merch booth as well for the unfortunate situations.
Mm-hmm.
No, yes, of course. We are all, I think everybody on this call is horrified and disheartened and completely at wit's end by this reversal of a long-standing precedent in our Supreme Court.
I know about it.
The privacy issue that now has opened the door, and now you see what they did this morning with this Supreme Court. You see this, Doug?
No.
You see the latest?
I was preparing for the show all morning.
It's supreme bad vibes over there.
What they do now?
Supreme bad vibes. They've just said, Matt and Doug and Vic and Sandy, that the EPA is no longer allowed to regulate greenhouse gas.
Unbelievable.
Okay. All right. All the best, everybody. Good luck.
So backwards.
Well, I wrote a song about that, and people love it. I'll be performing that song. It's part of the set list.
And I'll be performing it if Tim can't make it to the tour.
Yes. We'll have lyric sheets for you. But yes, so that's where the super chats are going. Please fill it up with your dollar bills, and we'll pass it along. I'm also looking. I kind of opened up a hornet's nest. That's not a hornet's nest. I'd say it's a better way of saying that. A more benign way of saying that. Hornet's nest,
An
Pandora's
anthill?
box,
An anthill.
anthill.
A gopher hole.
No, I invited organizers to use my. I invited activist organizers to come and set up shop at the merch booth for the tour, and I got flooded with DSA people who were all over it saying, "I'll set up. I got you, buddy." So I felt like got to do something. Got to use this. I don't want to make this show turn into this didactic. Standing up there ranting about stuff. You don't need to hear that. You want to go out and be entertained, have a good night out. But when you're leaving, maybe you sign up on some mailing list or you give a couple bucks or something,
Facts.
It's a good opportunity, right? Nothing wrong with that. And I think more people should do it, frankly.
You should give out free abortions at the show.
Well, I don't know about that.
Why? Are you not an ally?
I'm just not trained to do such a thing.
It sounds to me like you're making excuses and you're not actually standing up for women in this moment.
I mean, sometimes excuses are legit. That's a good excuse. You know that expression.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matt, can I please take a Zoomer? I need to see my audience. I need to look them in the eye and be straight with them.
Yes, yes. I see some new. Let's try and get some new faces because I see a lot of same old faces. Chiquita, have you been on before? Do you have a topic? No. Okay, Lindsay, do you have a topic? Are you a new face?
Lindsay Buckingham is here from.
You're new
Fleetwood
and you
Mac,
have a
right
topic?
there.
That's a yes. Lindsay, let's talk to Lindsay.
Hey, wow, this is cool. I have COVID too, so I just wanted to send my solidarity to you and to
What the hell's going on? Are people getting it through the Zoom?
Yes, I think that's what's happening.
Vic, are you on the way to Safari after this? What's going on with you? Or you look like you might be.
I thought it looked kind of. I wore it last week too, and I thought it looked kind of cool. So I was like, try it again.
He kind of looks like he's going to a soccer game in South Africa.
I could take a break and play a game.
Zimbabwe or something.
Yeah, it's like a mashup.
Game. Yeah.
Well, Lindsay, do you know how you got where you got the virus?
Well, I was in a seminar with a bunch of economists, and they were not masking, so I think I got it from them. So I was also in North Carolina, where masking is not so common anymore.
Now, how was that seminar with economists? Yeah. Was that fun, or what's that like?
Well, it was a little difficult, for people who are more on the left, because it was a lot of people defending the free market. But whatever.
Would you say that
Gotta
knowing
burn
what
those
you
gases.
know, knowing what you know now that you left with COVID, would you do it all again?
I would, because I was in Durham, which is a great city, and I like.
That's where I get my tobacco. I get my tobacco wholesale there. I get the leaves, big giant burlap sacks delivered to me.
You fly in and check out and inspect the leaves, and then.
No, it's all online, Doug. I work. There's a really cool small batch tobacco leaf company out of Durham that nice. And then they toast it. They toast the leaves and shred it. And then I get big burlap sacks of tobacco.
Do you smoke cigars?
For my rolling and for my pipes. Now I'm making my own cigars. Which
you're doing cigars or pipes or cigs?
I do it all. I roll cigs, and then I have a pipe, and then I have then I roll my own cigars.
You ever do the snuff and jam it up the nostril?
No, I do a little dip.
Oh, that's good.
But it's been fun. I smoke rolled cigarettes throughout the day, and then after dinner, I'll have a little pipe. I'll pipe up, and then on the weekends, like when I'm watching the game, I'll bring out the big stogies, the big ones, and they're all like fully organic, small batch tobacco,
hand rolled, and that's cool. And you rolling them.
Hand rolled, small batch toasted, no tar,
Toasted
very
and
little
roasted.
tar.
I doubt that. There's extra tar. Tar is what makes them good. Let's be honest. Right?
Where does
Wait, Doug, you can't
is
say that
tar
anymore.
added, or is it just in the tobacco leaf?
Is it when it burns?
Like
I think it's naturally there, but I like when they add a little more tar.
Guys, I'm really uncomfortable with the amount you're saying tar.
Tar.
It's not PC.
Why is tar wrong?
Think about it.
Tar Heels
Not
too.
good
North
for your
Carolina Tar
COVID
Heels,
then.
right? What does it? What does
Yeah.
that mean? Tar Heels.
What's a Tar Heel? Durham.
Why do you have Tar Heels?
She's like,
yeah,
okay.
I'm getting the signal from Sandy. We should move on. She's giving me a look.
Sorry about your
I
COVID.
think that's
Sorry
enough
about
of
the
that.
economy.
Don't you?
Sorry about
Just wanted to say, Tim, I'm coming to see you in August when you come to, I guess you're in Brooklyn. But you guys are all going to be in Brooklyn.
That's right. You're going to come see us in the daytime?
Yeah, the daytime show. Looking forward.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
We'll all be there.
I'll be there.
You'll all be
I'll
there.
be there.
Sandy's
I'm
invited.
going to fly
sure.
straight. I'm going to go straight to the airport after the show and just fly straight back.
All right. Well, feel better. How do you feel? Do you feel okay?
Screeching halts.
Just insulted Brooklyn. Bye, Lindsay.
Matt and the guys who control the Zoom are so quick on the trigger to mute people.
I know.
love
As
it.
soon as I get
my only
round out
power.
to saying goodbye, it's like cut the cord.
Well,
what else do we
oftentimes
have? Do we
they're
have
waiting
anything,
around for 10 minutes.
More.
What do you want? You want another hotline? You want another Zoom?
I have a couple items to discuss. The great Stephen Hayden, who I spoke to for this UpRocks site. He's a great music writer. He just put out this thing about how the new Guided by Voices record is a return to greatness from them. Okay.
I don't know.
So let's give that's their record's coming out on Friday. I have no association with them in any way. I find it curious. We goof on them sometimes, but I am a fan and I'm excited to hear it. So that's on my radar.
But is that a cut for all their other albums that they didn't like? You know what I mean?
Well, they just put out so much, right? They put out like 2 or 3 records a year.
Right.
These people.
Rock and roll.
This Bob Pollard.
You talking about
Pollard.
Tremblers and Goggles by Rank, that new album?
Yeah. Which, what a name for a record, huh? This is talk about numblish. This is like Mad Libs. Anyway. Good for them, though. Stephen Hayden, all I'll say is if you want to follow a good writer on music, the Stephen Hayden knows what he's talking about. And I guess we can just briefly mention that despite their snubbing of Fear of Death, the folks at Pitchfork gave a nice review to High School, despite what would you call a B+? That's a good rating, not far from perfect.
Well, they gave you like a 7
people
point
know-
something on Pitchfork, right?
7.5.
That's a huge score for
Yeah.
Pitchfork.
Great.
Well done.
People say that's good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good.
So that came out, and the review was better than the number. It was a rave.
Would that Melon guy give it a review?
This show just can't be about.
Oh,
talking
Anthony
about
Fontana.
numbers.
Well, no, I don't know, but I did. That's not a nice thing to say about a human being.
That's
Melon
his
guy.
nickname. He calls himself that.
Well, he interviewed me last night for his show. He does an interview show. So I did that on Twitch, and I think that'll be on his YouTube. So I spoke to him for about 45 minutes. Very serious interview. He was very, very serious. I don't know if he likes the record or what, but he was very, very good, very good chat. I don't know if he's going to review it.
Energy.
So we had our beef in the past, and I'm not going back. It's water under the bridge.
I don't really know what was the controversy there. Did you actually?
I told you
have
I'm not
words?
going back, and it's
Okay,
not.
sorry.
If you're interested, Matt, if you seem so
That's
interested in
old
this,
shit. That's before Matt was
Google
even
that.
here.
I know. I don't even know about it. Fantano.
Life's tough,
That's
man.
we had a couple of videos I sent you guys. I don't know if you care to play them, but
Yeah, you want to watch a vid and then we'll bring Bardia in? How about that?
We could watch the pancake one to
that's
see what
great.
Sandy thinks about that.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. All right.
pancake video is huge. This came out this morning. I got tagged by everybody because they thought, man, this is either you doing a bit because it kind of looks like me in my heavier days. But you're not going to believe what you're about to see.
You ready for us, Wes? Okay, here we go.
You know,
Listen up, mister.
All right. Wait, is it coming up? I don't see it coming up.
I see Tim right here. There we go.
There we go.
There he is.
Here we go. And can you
turn it up?
Yeah, turn it up there, Luke. It was very quiet there.
You know, when it comes to wives, it's the Bible says that they're supposed to, you know, turn it up. You know, therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, the Bible says. It says, let the wives be unto their husbands in everything. If I came home and my wife had a whole meal on the table and I said, you know, I want pancakes. And she's like, oh man, but I've already made hamburgers. And I'm just like, I have to have pancakes right now. Look, she should make pancakes.
It's stunning. Stunning.
He's like some old asshole sitting there nodding. Like,
yeah.
If you don't think that I'm using when it comes to wives in my stand-up set, you're nuts. That's
So
going
look,
right
when it
in.
comes to wives,
Hey, listen. When it comes to wives, I've got one of the best. But sometimes you don't listen.
here's what I'm gonna say. If you're getting burgers for dinner and you want pancakes, grow up, bitch. You're not a baby. Only babies have pancakes for dinner.
I'll let my wife do it. She doesn't work.
Who has pancakes for dinner unless they're like a scallion pancakes?
She could have made like a McGriddle burger. You know what I mean? Like a cheeseburger. Put the pancakes on top.
So the guy comes home from work and the burgers are made. They're
Yeah,
ready
they're
to
ready.
go.
They're
And
All he has to do is
cold.
sit down and eat.
I want pancakes. So
It's like, no,
what are we gonna do here?
no. This is
Bitch,
not-
make me pancakes.
If that happened, that would be a clear sign that person is mentally deranged, right? That would be like do that 5150 move, call the local precinct and say, yeah, my husband's in distress. He's having some kind of psychotic meltdown. What happened? Well, I had dinner ready and he was insisting on pancakes.
But you know what? I'll say, to be fair, we
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
bonkers. We're coming to
Yeah.
put him in a, you know, what are those things called?
A straitjacket.
Straitjacket.
But we don't know like his medical condition. Like he might have a medical condition where like medically he needs pancakes for dinner, and like we need to be more understanding of that.
Well, let me say, I'm offended personally by the idea of a straitjacket. I mean, as a cis male, hetero cis male, I'm tired of the negative association of lunatics in the corner of a padded cell. Okay, you don't hear about gay jackets.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. Those gay jackets, they're looking cute. Straight jackets.
Actually, gay jackets are those are the fashionable
happy jackets.
jackets,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, why don't you, I'll give you a kind of a cool opportunity here. It's a kind of a cool opportunity for Captain Carlin.
Can't wait.
Why don't you introduce our next guest?
Oh, you want me to?
Why the hell not?
Wow. Really? All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Bardia Salimi. He's here to showcase a brand new form of comedy he's invented called front-facing camera comedy live.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I mean, I was surprised nobody else is dressed up, honestly, because this is a big deal. I mean, guys. First of all, I just to lay down the make sure we're all on board. We all know front-facing camera comedy, right? It blew up during the pandemic. It's the camera facing the person, and then it'd be like something like the nerd in every rom-com, or something like this. And this seemed to be taken off. This is basically the industry standard. I got a buddy of mine that says you take meetings now in comedy. Either you have at least one or two front-facing camera comedy characters, at the ready, or you get laughed out of the fucking room. So this is basically where we're at. And I figure, and at first, I got to admit, I'm old school, okay? Gone are the days cutting your teeth at the clubs, this is the new normal. And, it took me a while to get on board. I'll be honest. It was a hard pill to swallow. I spent many a time on the Brooklyn Bridge listening to that song, Times They Are A-Changin'. And let me tell you something. I wasn't up there for the fucking view, okay? I was ready to take a long walk off a short pier, okay? So it took me a while to get around to it, but eventually I go, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's where I got the idea, that why don't I take this one step forward, move the form, and no one else has done this before. I'm doing front-facing camera comedy live, okay? So right now it's all here.
No one's done this.
No one is doing this.
No.
I'm taking it to the next level. If I see anybody fucking doing that, they're ripping me off. So this is the new normal, and this is this thing I invented, and but it is tough. We're all comedians here. But I'm a little bit excited because, it's hard. I'm excited for the transition to front-facing camera comedy because Tim, I don't know if you can agree. It's hard writing jokes. It could be hard writing regular jokes. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Of
course.
And one of the worst things that a comedian encounters is sometimes I'll think of a joke, okay? And it turns out somebody else wrote it. Isn't that's the worst thing?
Mm-hmm.
I had that happen to me recently. I got a buddy of mine. He's been hitting the hooch real hard. He's just one of these guys. Had the worst. He just had a real bad year. Girlfriend left him. Lost his job. Lost his apartment. Basically, doesn't have a fucking pot to piss in. Talk about a bad hand. Just everything went wrong for this guy. And so what do? Obviously, you start hitting the booze hard. This guy's drinking like a fish every fucking day, wetting his whistle. And I never thought anything of it. One day, I get a call from him, 8 a.m, and he's on the phone. Hey, man, I need you to come to my fucking place, man. I'm doing really bad. I'm drinking like a fucking fish. My girlfriend left me. I basically don't have a pot to piss in. Can you come to my house real quick? So I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be there in a second. I go to his place, right? The door's ajar. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I walk into his apartment. It smells like piss, shit, empty bottles sprawled out. Basically, every brand of alcohol you can imagine. This guy had it laying out on his fucking floor, okay? I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? I finally go into the bathroom. He's in the fetal position. On the floor. He's like, don't look at me, man. I got a fucking problem. My girlfriend left me. I'm drinking like a fucking fish. I don't have a pot to piss in. Look at me. I'm chugging a liter of vodka. What is it, fucking 9 a.m.? Look at me. I'm fucked up. I got a problem. I go, whoa, take it easy, man. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And apparently, that's already a fucking bit. So that I won't get used to that, and that's why I'm full on board now. This is it. I'm okay. So yeah. What do you think?
Well, thanks for telling us about the jokes you are not going to be doing.
Absolutely not. Yeah. This is
have any
other jokes?
No. That's all the past. This is we got to get with the times because I got to tell you guys, either we get on board with this or we're all going to be sharing a fucking tent on Skid Row, spending our days filling jugs of water just to wet our fucking whistle. Okay, so this is we better shit or get off the pot. This is But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. But I figured I throw you guys a nice bone because I could have taken this. I could have gone Rogan. I could have done Baldwin. But I figured I'd throw you guys a bone, and you guys get a little rub off this. This is going to be a big deal. I mean, and right here, this is a big moment. This is the first time ever front-facing camera comedy will be performed live on a podcast. So just itself is an
Has
event.
it not happened yet? I'm confused.
No.
You're leading up to something.
So
but
here,
it's not. Can
okay.
it begin now?
So sure, let's go.
Let's go.
Here we go, guys.
I've got Guinness on the horn.
and I'm live with this. This is okay, ladies and gentlemen. This first one is called Quarantine Guy. And just you close your eyes, and this requires you to close your eyes a bit. And remember what it was like. I don't mean to trigger you, Tim. You're going through it right now. But kind of close your eyes and think, oh my God, what was it like right before the pandemic hit? Everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? What the hell is this? I can't go outside. So just put yourself in that mentality.
Sure.
And this is Quarantine Guy, okay? And let's start with a standard angle right here for the first one. Man, I wish I could go outside. Okay, now let's reset for a... I got this one.
Oh yeah, you have to switch the angle with
This
every
is
every
angle
line.
2, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man. When are they going to flatten the curve? Let me get that. Stop singing on the balcony.
Wait, do that. I think you have to look in the camera when
These
you.
different people?
No, this is one guy. This is like all it's like the quarantine guy, like that, or maybe it could be that guy in the
Gotcha.
Come on, guys. We're supposed to be keeping 6 feet apart. This is like things that people were saying.
These are jokes, or are these?
These are kind of things that people are like. I'm embodying that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's like being.
Okay.
It's like
we all know that
Gotcha,
guy.
okay.
And how about we go in under?
I remember that
This
guy.
is a different angle.
Yeah, you got to see this angle too, guys.
I'm not.
to check it out.
Okay, and now we're going. Come on, guys. I am not liking 2020 so far.
Oh wait, could you try? Wait, can I pitch one?
Yeah.
Like this wasn't on my 2020 bingo.
Oh yeah, this wasn't on.
But it's a new angle.
I guess we could maybe go.
Yeah. That's a good one. Maybe while you're saying it. Wait.
This was not on my 2020 card.
No. Can I take it back for a second? So this is not on my 2020 bingo card. And when you're saying it, start with the camera out and then bring it towards you.
This was not on my 2020 bingo card.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, now and then we got one.
Good note, Sandy.
Thank you.
Come
I'm getting
on, guys,
into directing.
We're gonna get,
so.
come on, guys. Let me get a new one. Come on, guys. When is this thing gonna peak already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and maybe that's enough for Quarantine Guy, right? So that's
we love Quarantine Guy.
So
Funny
that's
stuff.
and then I got one more.
Normally, can I just ask, just make an observation or a comment? Normally, on these front-facing camera comedy videos, there's quite a bit of editing going on, so these things all kind of rapid fire.
Yes,
exactly. T.
Yes.
Oh well, I wasn't going to go that far, Doug.
Yes.
Well, Tim, if I may, I feel
we're sort of seeing the sausage making process.
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of the behind the scenes. This is why it's going to be such a imagine. I mean, you're seeing this now. Imagine this in front of an audience. I mean,
this is an audience, so
it could be tricky though for some people that they might get confused because you're in both angles. You're wearing the same jacket. You know what I mean?
Well, he's the same guy apparently.
Yeah, so it's like, why is he talking to himself? But if you have if you take your jacket
let's
off,
see another one.
Okay,
Can we quickly see another one? Then we have to go to break.
If that didn't do it, then maybe this will do it for you. So I just moved from New York City, and I'm getting a little homesick, obviously. And so I wrote this with that in mind. This is New York Guy right here. Okay, maybe we'll do one here. Forget about it. Okay,
any of them will work.
Forget about it. And then let me get the second angle here. Or for this one, this is second. Yo, I'm hungry. Let me get a fucking slice.
Who's this guy again?
This is a New York guy. Pretty much, if you lived in New York,
you would get
all.
It's very inside baseball. Like Tim, I don't know if you ever
Times
lived in
Square
New York.
was different. Let me tell you something.
I lived in New York.
So you
Let me fucking tell you something. Times Square was different in the 70s. That I can tell you.
That I can tell you.
Taxi. Okay.
Couple more.
Wait. Yeah. I can maybe just like I'm walking here.
Oh yeah, I'm walking here. Well, that's from Midnight Cowboy. I'm walking here. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of my face! How about them Yankees? And that's another one. And how about
the Mets?
How about the Mets? And oh, let me get a fucking coffee. That's how they say coffee and stuff.
All right.
And you know, if you wanted to,
now, would you if you're doing this live, would you have the cheat sheet with you? Would you have the stuff written down, or would you be kind of off?
I might be off big front, but you know, it's just you got to get it right. You know, it's because you know, I know I'm making it look easy, but this is this is a lot that goes into this kind of stuff. You got to give it up.
Some confusion because so you're not doing your act, you're just describing the process by which you will be doing your act.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm giving you a little behind the scenes sneak peek. At the Elysian, August 3rd, I will be doing this. Will be the first time in Los Angeles.
So give us I mean, we have to go to break, but give us the like 30 seconds of the actual show without the commentary, just the show.
Oh, yes. Okay. This will be
just the act.
Well, you know, here's what I wanted to try. If I think it might be a little fun, interactive thing, which I'm planning on doing at the show, is taking the training wheels off and maybe even trying an improvised.
Whoa.
And maybe if we wanted to get a suggestion from, that's just, you know, maybe get from a Zoomer or something. Because, you know, that's the whole other level
sure,
I'm
Matt,
adding.
You want to bring a Zoomer in?
Nobody else has done this. I'm doing an improvised front-facing camera. That's a whole nother...
What do you want? You want a topic? You want a word? What do you want?
Whatever.
Cowboy neck.
And this was
Bardia whatever.
This was what you will see at Elysian if you go to the show August 3rd.
Hit it, Cowboy neck.
Hey, everybody. Hi, good to see you all. Do you want just a topic, anything?
Any word or topic, whatever.
Or
what kind of
Top Gun? Huh? So let's say Top Gun.
Top Gun. Okay. That guy. How about that guy? That guy that's always telling you to see Top Gun. How about that?
All right. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Bro. Okay, now this is it. This is what you'll... Bro, man. Have you fucking seen Top Gun yet? Okay, that... And I wouldn't be saying this, but that's... Yo, man, fucking Val Kilmer still got it. That would be the... this is the third angle. Holy shit, man. You know Tom Hanks still does... or Tom Cruise... Come on, let me do that again. Holy fuck, man. You know Tom Cruise does his own fucking stunts in that plane? And that's a little taste of what would...
That's great. Thank you
and
so much.
And no one else is doing this.
All right. Let's do this. That's terrific work. Congratulations. I can't wait to see it at the Elysian Theater. You might have to cover for me on Tuesday. Sure. Let's take a 5-minute break. Bombshell number 2, Matt.
Oh yeah, we're ready. Plan? We're gonna right after the break. We got
after the break?
Big bombshell. Big bombshell.
Big bombshell. Quick 5, and then we will introduce our guest. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful day.
You pull me like a magnet, ever closer to your heart. Just give me time to win you, and now's the time to start. My heart is like a pinball is bouncing round inside. I don't know what I found, my head is spinning round. Let me be the breeze in your sunny day. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your crashing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. Let me be the one you truly love. Only like a magnet, ever closer to your heart. Just give me time to win you, and now's the time to start. It's like a pinball is bouncing round inside. I don't know what I found, my head is spinning round, spinning slowly. Let Let me be the breeze in your sunny day. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the verb for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your crashing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. Let me be the one you truly love. I will be your footpath to serenity. I will be the bridge for you to cross. I will be your watercolor memory. I will be the love you've never lost. You pull me like a magnet, ever closer to your heart. Just give me time to win you, and now's the time to start. Heart is like a pinball, just bouncing round inside. I don't know what I found, my head is spinning round. Let me be the breeze in your sunny. Let me be the sky for your clouds. Let me be the pool for your waterfall. Let me be the bird for your nouns. Let me be the shore for your rushing waves. Let me be the bricks in your wall. Let me be the soil where your garden grows. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. Let me be the one you truly love. You pull me like a magnet, ever closer to your heart. Just give me time to win you.
Come back. Oh, there we go. Now I'm hearing it. Okay, yeah, let's go back and can you fade out Doug? Is Tim back? Ugh, what was that?
What are we listening to?
I don't know. I forget the name. They'll tell us when they're. And can you, yeah, let's close that door. We're hearing that AC. Everybody's out peeing.
You're going to see. I think you're going to see Vic emerge from this bathroom behind me in a moment. That'll be exciting.
Why don't we give Cowboy Nat another? He had something to say. So let's. Cowboy Nat, are you still there? And then we'll go to our bombshell.
Maybe he went upstairs.
He may have. Cowboy Nat.
There he is.
Hi. Just good to see everybody. That play I mentioned way back when happened, and it went well. So I just thought I'd let you know about that.
The play.
Yeah.
The big
it was
play.
fun. We're on in London. It was good. Well, I mean, it went well. We're going to the Edinburgh Fringe this summer. So if anyone's in Edinburgh,
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, so
what's the
things
name
have
of
been
it
going
again?
Press.
Press.
And
Right.
yeah, it's kind of hard to Google, but Yeah, it went good. Got a new cast. I'm not in it anymore. I'm just directing it. But yeah.
Oh man, look at you.
If anyone's in Edinburgh, come see. We're at Pleasance. Last 2 weeks.
Go say hello. Ask. We, of course, the great community of the office hours community, they like to know each other. They like to meet each other out there in the wild. So let's make it happen.
Thanks,
Nate.
Nate.
All right.
It's
bombshell time.
Control room. I'm hearing a hot mic in there. We're hearing like the AC. Thank you.
There it is.
There we go.
Ground control. People loved last week. Dan, did you see the show last week where we did a little impromptu ground control to Major Tom performance? Yeah.
Should we do it again?
Muted quicker than
you could turn.
Well, we have our bombshell is
on,
ready,
Wes.
and he's this witness has been.
Our bombshell is ready, and she
been
is
waiting.
pissed.
Turn me on, Wes.
Sandy, you stand by.
Sorry.
You're gonna stay with us.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to shut up. Sandy, just stand by.
Hush now. Why don't you go in the kitchen and make me some damn pancakes?
Sandy, just shut up, shut up, shut up.
I want a roast beef sandwich now. Now listen. We are gathered here today to hear sworn testimony from a witness to some very terrible things, and I will be swearing in this witness right now. Is he on the phone? Hello.
I'm here.
Sir.
I'm here, Your Honor.
There we go.
Okay. Don't make light of this. Can you please state for the record your full name?
Mark Dowdy.
Mark Dowdy. Mark Dowdy, where, as it pertains to this hearing, who had you worked for a period of time of recent years, in recent years?
The so-called Reverend Jim Bakker for the Jim
Thank you.
Bakker Show.
And I'll remind you that you are under oath. What did you do as an occupation working for Mr. Bakker?
First of all, I want to say I feel like I'm before the judge with my ex-wife. But with Jim Bakker, I was his band director.
From what years?
2011. After I figured out and discovered what that he was up to, the producer advised me that I need to leave because he left too. It was getting really bad.
Are you under any non-disclosure agreements or any contracts that would prohibit you from speaking candidly about your experience working for Mr. Bakker?
No, I'm not. I even checked with ABC yesterday, and I'm good.
Now, you bring this up because you are scheduled to do an interview with ABC regarding the matter, but you have graciously given some time here to speak on the matter to the office hours community, correct?
Yeah, I've already done the interview. I just they told me that I couldn't reveal what series that it's going to come out on.
Oh, that's
we will keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep that classified.
Other than you, I haven't had any more interviews.
Straight white men are not allowed to talk.
Can you characterize your period of time working for Reverend Bakker, your assignment and your general takeaway from working for the Reverend on that program?
Well, first of all, they got a hold of me through a concert that I did for Red Ridge Entertainment. It was in Eureka Springs. I did a headlined a Jerry Lee Lewis concert there. It was called Legends of Nashville.
If I could just interrupt, wouldn't Jerry Lee Lewis be the one headlining the Jerry Lee Lewis event?
He would, except this was a tribute concert. So
anyway, thank you for clarifying. Continue.
Apparently somebody was in the audience and liked it. They contacted me. I was living out in the Branson area working some of the shows out there. They contacted me, and to characterize it, I went in to the show as an independent contractor. They had no band at all. In 2 weeks, they gave me 2 weeks to hire a band, rehearse with the band, and be show ready. And from there we
That's
went.
a hell of a lot more time than I'm giving my band, but go ahead.
What do you play?
Well,
Can I ask real quick? What do you?
Excuse me. The chair recognizes DJ Doug Pound for questioning.
Now, I'm just curious. Are you a guitarist, singer, like leader of like a?
Objection, irrelevant.
and he's leading the witness.
Is that what you?
Let's not make light of the matter.
Or are you like a Max Weinberg drummer, like band leader type? What do you play? Sir?
Well, my main instrument are keyboards.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I
just wanted to clarify, get a picture going of what we're
characterize.
talking about. Sorry.
Excuse me.
I
Let's
will
have
sit-
order.
I what do you say when I'm done?
I yield.
I yield.
my time.
I yield to the chairman.
Mr. Dowdy, how would you characterize Reverend Baker?
With me personally, I've been back in his back office one-on-one with him before. With me personally, he was okay. But what came out of his mouth when he was on camera wasn't so okay with me.
And could you extrapolate that? Could you dig into that a little deeper? What was he saying that was offensive to you?
Well, he's flat out wrong. Number one, I want to say the only reason that I did this show is because they gave me a crap load of money. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't like him from way back in the day when he had the 700 Club scandal.
Jim and Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah. Yeah. But, everybody deserves a second chance. But, man, he's out of chances as far as I'm concerned. Basically, what he does that was, you asked what was offensive to me, what I didn't like about it is he would wait for a natural disaster to occur, and then he would mix in a little religious fairy dust, like from Revelations, the end of times, you need to be prepared. And then he would turn that around and try to sell his buckets of food.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. What he does, he sells fear. He lives off of creating fear with all these old folks that still follow him from the 700 Club. That's his audience. Trust me, they're 75.
Do you find that do you find that this? Are you? Let me ask you a pointed question here. Yes or no? Are you a religious man, Mr. Dowdy?
I am. I don't consider myself religious, more spiritual. I donate my time to a small church called Northside Church in Paducah, Kentucky, as their music minister. Don't take a dime from them. I just do it because I feel like it's the right thing to do.
Amen.
Mr. Dowdy, do you find, in your opinion, you're not a lawyer or a law enforcement officer. In your opinion, do you find that that Jim Baker, Lori Baker, or anybody in the Baker organization there is engaging in illegal behavior?
I wouldn't, again, like you said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law enforcement officer. But in my moral opinion, what he's doing is illegal because he's basically misleading people. It's almost what, in my opinion, theft by deception. He's deceiving these people into buying his product to support his so-called ministry.
Thank you, Mr. Dowdy. I'd like to turn questioning over to Mr. Victor Berger. Mr. Berger, you have 5 minutes with the witness.
Thank you for being
Is this
here.
a congressional hearing? Because that's what it sounds like.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Dowdy. I know your time is precious. I was curious, how big do you think his audience is? Is it mainly the people in the studio with him, or how is it? Because I know he has an app. I have his app, and I check his shows and stuff. So, how many people do you think are watching, and how many people are sending money to him?
Well, while I was there, I befriended several people in the upper echelon, like the warehouse manager, some production guys, and so forth. And I was told that the broadcast doesn't just go out on like American cable or satellite. It goes international. And I was told that every broadcast internationally, if you count the international audience, it goes out to several million people, believe it or not.
Wow.
Which, this is, hearsay, so to speak, but these were people that had no reason to lie to me.
May I ask a question, Your Honor?
I'm going to yield to.
You've not been recognized. The line of questioning is still in Vic Berger's hands, and if you'd like to yield
After
to Doug,
Vic, I just wanted
you
to-
can do that.
Oh, I have a lot more questions.
I
but
wanna
I'm going
say-
to yield to. I'm going to yield to Doug right now. But I have more
I'm
questions.
just going to ask two simple
Yeah,
questions.
you only took up like a minute of your time, Vic. So
Right.
you
Thank
got
you.
plenty
I'll
of
yield it
time.
back to
Plenty of
Vic, but
time.
All right.
just to mix it up.
Just to clarify, is Vic yielding or he's
Yeah, my time stops.
and
He's
I-
pauses right
he's
now.
pausing?
And I have one question too.
Okay, we got. Okay.
Does Jim Bakker live an extravagant lifestyle with boats, jet skis, and prostitutes, or
Jet ski.
like, or is all his funds going to help people, or is it going to his mansions and planes?
Man, I'm not going to go there. What I'll say is, while I was there, they were building him a private swimming pool. And that place is, I'm telling you.
Can I
that
interject
place
to ask
is
if it was below ground or above ground?
Oh, yes.
Oh, definitely in ground.
Olympic sized?
Or perhaps bean shaped.
That place is like a fortress. I don't know if you know this, but Morningside compound, and it is like a compound. It's like a fortress, and they have at least one armed guard that you can't go back into the resident part of his residence there at the compound.
They should raise some money to get this guy
size.
another arm.
Excuse me, please do not interrupt the witness.
One at a
I
time.
apologize, Mr. Dowdy.
Mr. Dowdy, can I ask what kind of cars does Jim drive, and is he okay at swimming? Is he pretty good at it? Have you seen him swim? Just like to see that.
Well, I'm sure he's pretty good with his partner in crime there at doing the breaststroke. But
Lori, we're talking about Miss Lori, I believe.
She's a little flirty.
Hello,
Interesting.
everybody.
Vic, do you have any more questions?
Yeah. So I'm curious about what happens when Jim goes up to heaven with Jesus and God, and he's up there. Who's going to carry on when he's gone? Because I have a feeling Lori's son is kind of setting the dominoes in motion for him to take over. Is that true?
Well, first of all, I don't want to presume that he's going to get to heaven.
Okay.
That's between him and God. And I got caught up on the first part of that. I was like,
guy
get to heaven?
Is who will PTL or whatever he wants
Who's
to call
Mr.
Who's his
successor? Yeah.
Is it
Who might take over?
Yeah, I forget what his name is. Started with a B, I think it is. But the son, he has a tattoo of a tear on his eye, like next to his eye.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I should have looked his name up.
What's his name? Monzo?
That's it. Yes, Mondo.
Yeah, Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was there. He was working his way up the Brown Canal while I was there,
But
and
anyway,
apparently he's done good because he's still there.
Oh, man. Who of the guests that came on and said the world's gonna be ending here, or you need to buy whatever kind of thing, who was the most credible and who was the least credible?
That's the question. As far as I'm concerned, number one, I don't know where he gets all these guys and ladies that come in there.
Mark Shorey.
Yeah. John Shorey, Kevin Shorey, they're related.
It's Kevin Shorey. Now he does the stupid singing. Listen, I know what they put him through. They had me make up a corny song one time. It says we it was like an hour before show. He was like, they were coming up with this new program that they wanted everybody to donate to, and within an hour, I had to write a song and then perform it on the show. So this Kevin Shorey, he's still there, and he's still writing these stupid. I don't know if you've seen some of these. My God!
Of course,
stupid
yeah.
songs.
Well, we'll show them later.
yeah,
we'll put
get-
those into
yeah.
evidence. I have a question for you. I have a question for you, sir, Mr. Dowdy. You
can
are
call me
on
Mark.
set when they are. This is a formal proceeding, Mr. Dowdy. I will continue to call you Mr. Dowdy. You are there on set. This is a televised / live production, so I assume you are around Mr. Baker, Lori Baker, Kevin Shorey, people like this. You are around them when the cameras are rolling, and you're around them when the cameras are not. Would you characterize their attitude, their behavior off camera to be significantly different than their attitude or behavior on camera? Or is what you see what you get? Or is it sort of a World Wrestling Federation act that they're doing for the camera and they behave differently off the camera?
It's like this. They treat, as far as Jim Bakker goes, I'm going to tell you how he's treated, and I'll tell you how how he acts. He's treated like Jesus incarnate, like he's Jesus walking around in flesh. Those people that come to visit him, the employees there. As a matter of fact, I had lunch. He goes to this back room to have lunch. I was invited in there a couple times, and when I came out, some of the workers were like, "Do you know how privileged you are to be back there with Jim?" Now, as far as Jim goes, yeah, they treat him like it's a cult, in my opinion, the way they treat him. But as far as like one-on-one, and I can only speak for how he's treated me personally, when he talks to you, like I'll go to the time that I was in his back office, which by the way, looks like the Oval Office. I'm serious. He's got pictures of presidents behind his desk, and he tries to set
the head of state.
He tries to set it like he's top cheese, which there he is, the top Lindbergher. But as far as like how he treated me one-on-one, I've got to say, he was okay, but he did try to fill me full of crap. I'm trying to be nice because I know some of the people from church are going to watch this. But anyway, he said, "You're going to be a star. You're gonna absolutely light up the skies here with the show. You're gonna," he tried to fill me full of crap like he fills his audience and his TV audience full of crap. But he was nice about it. So I've got to, I got to give him a little credit there. He's not
for the record, I want to say for the record, we have invited Mr. Baker, Lori Baker, Kevin Shorey, anyone else to also testify here on this show. So they have an open invitation to come on and dispute any of this or provide more context and color.
Mr. Chairman, may I have my 4 minutes left? I started with 5. And
Yes.
I only had, okay. I was curious.
The chair recognizes Victor Berger IV.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Dowdy. Now I have to say, you reached out to me. You found my videos of Jim Bakker, and I saw,
left a comment.
Yeah, it was like I just happened to glance at it, and I saw your comment. Like, what is this? Is this BS? Is this bull roar? And then I, followed through. We talked and everything, but you were there, I believe, when Jim was doing his buckets of food, when he dumped out all the cheesy broccoli rice and is that true? Were you there for that? When he was like pushing all the food?
I don't know how. Yes. Number one, yes, I was there when the tsunami hit in Japan. I was there when the Mississippi River flooded. I was there when several tornadoes hit. And I was there regretfully to have to taste test that.
Did he put the ladle in your face? Did he make you taste it from the ladle?
No,
does that.
I'm not going to eat after the man. Ain't no telling where his mouth's been.
Well, that was my question was, did you taste the bucket? Have you tasted a bucket?
I have drank the Kool-Aid. I have done the Jim Jones drink the Kool-Aid thing. Yeah, what they would do from time to time, they'd have their main cook in the kitchen prepare a big bunch of that freeze-dried crap and bring it out there and had these little tiny spoons in little styrofoam bowls, and we would eat out of them, and it's so good. I don't know how they kept a straight face on camera. I really don't.
And would that be like lunch
It's incredible.
on set? would be the buckets? Or did you get...
You've not been recognized.
Sorry, I apologize.
Ignore that question. Mr. Dowdy, I want to thank you for your time and your testimony. Do you have any final words? Your final statement, please.
This is what I want you to know. Between the silver solution and the buckets of crap that he sells, the silver solution, they look at that like, remember that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where the guy thought Windex would cure everything? Well, that's their opinion of the silver solution.
Former President Trump.
And she would spray that all around. Lori would spray it everywhere, right? Just like she'd have a... Yeah.
They even sprayed it. There's a whole lot more information I've got here about my personal experience with the silver solution that was terrible. But as far as the buckets of food go, like I said, they'll wait for a natural disaster to happen. They'll sprinkle a little gospel fairy dust mixed in with the natural disaster. He'll frighten the people using like Revelations and the end of times and the apocalypse is here and the zombies are coming and all this crap. I've heard it firsthand. And like, for example, when the tsunami hit, the warehouse manager told me that because of the tsunami, they were bringing in $1 million a week. Ooh, and then when the tsunami became old news, of course, their sales went down. But then the Mississippi River flooded and the sales went back up. So what I think is wrong with Jim is he's gotten away from remembering what the true gospel is. And he's decided to use a little I call it gospel fairy dust, a little scripture mixed in with fear, mixed in with natural disasters to create fear, which results in product sales, which keeps his ministry going. And I think it's wrong. And if I can put a stop to it, I wish I could.
Mr. Dowdy,
well, Mr. Dowdy, we appreciate your time. One more question. We did have final statement here.
What would you like to see happen to Jim? Should he start paying taxes, or what do you think would be the right thing to handle this? So, like, by coming out, because you made a clear decision to burn your old bridges, right, to some of these people, so what do you want to see happen?
Your britches.
Britches, burned your britches. So
he's gonna burn his buckets.
Yeah, what do you?
That's what that. It's not burn your bridges. It's burn your britches, like your underwear.
Is it really? Oh gosh.
It's burn your britches.
Oh, okay. Certainly not. What would make you happy? What would you like to see happen?
Well, what would make me happy? First of all, I'd like to meet a nice girl. But we're talking about
Whoa, we might be able to make that happen.
You're talking about
Mr.
Baker.
Dowdy, please.
I'm sorry. My mind.
Mr. Dowdy, please.
My mind was somewhere else.
Hey, I'm single.
Now I'm getting excited.
All right, Mr. Dowdy, if you don't have anything else to add, we're going to close these hearings for the day.
You're down with a Jewish girl.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for having me. I've got a lot more information. Maybe some other time we can get into that.
Definitely.
Yes, Mr. Dowdy, thank you so much for your time and your testimony and your candor. We appreciate it. And all the best to you. And may there be no repercussions from the Baker cultists.
Is the witness dismissed?
Thank you so much. The witness is dismissed. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy July 4th.
Now,
happy
Tim,
Independence Day.
Does this guy have a book coming out? Because what does he stand to gain from all this bullshit that he's
now?
That's what I was trying
all
to
these
figure out.
lies
What's
that he's.
Yeah,
not that I know of. He reached out.
I don't know.
I have, I
he
don't
reached
really,
out.
I was just saying, I don't really know anything about Jim Baker.
Oh, you're gonna want to after this.
I Here's what I gotta say. Let people buy buckets. If people want to buy buckets,
Matt, let's get
let
a
them
reaction
buy
from the
buckets.
let's get a reaction from the Zoom community, please.
Yeah, how about Great Niner? Did you catch that? Can you comment? Not really. All right.
Is there
we'll come back.
literally no one else?
Why don't you go back to the hotline? That's where the juice is.
All right. Well, there's
That's good.
one on
I've
the
been saying
hotline. I don't know.
Was there nobody in the
720.
Zoom room?
There is,
The
but
hell?
they don't. I don't know. Not communicative. 720 on the hotline. You're live.
Boy, that was some damning testimony.
It really was.
Explosive.
It really was. And now, it was explosive, and I'm sure there's going to be a fairly coordinated campaign to discredit Mr. Dowdy, but I thought his testimony was compelling and personal. This is firsthand account. There's no criminality that we can dial in on at the moment, but I would like to see the FDA or the Better Business Bureau, whoever, look into Mr. Baker's activities.
Well, the
Wouldn't
Supreme
you,
the Supreme Court just canceled those companies. What are they called? They're
okay.
That's what I was just about to say.
Sir, you're on the phone. You have the floor.
Oh, I actually just heard that the Supreme Court just canceled the companies.
Yeah, they did. Sorry, sir. Sorry, caller.
The companies are gone now? Oh my God.
Yeah, they canceled
Those bureaus.
It's a shame. I think that the Supreme Court is about to elevate Jim Baker to associate justice role.
Okay.
And
Anything
that's a
else?
dying shame, and that is enough. That's enough of a reason, I think, to
That's a
go
dying
see
shame.
some. It's a good reason to go see some cutting edge, front facing camera comedy.
Yeah, we're
Bardia
talking.
Salimi.
Oh, there we go.
Wait,
now we're talking.
Is our guest on the phone?
You got a Salimi head.
God.
It's Bardia on the phone.
I'm a big Salimi head.
Oh, man.
Wait, can we show him in the room and make sure it's not him calling?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I want to hear what Salimi's
What is this,
take
your twin
on
brother?
the guy that found a shrimp tail in his cereal box.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a whole other controversy that, I found a clam in my grape nuts, and it didn't go fucking viral like that other guy with the shrimp. And that's why that was the first time I saw a sign of something's going on with Twitter. There's something's fishy. I don't know this Elon Musk guy, but if he gets the gig, maybe he cleans up house over there. Because I should have gotten.
What's going on with Elon Musk? He's disappeared. He's been off Twitter. He was on Twitter like a maniac, tweeting constantly for several weeks, and then he's off. Maybe he's on vacation.
He's on Truth.
Do we know where Elon Musk is this week?
Yeah. What was the last?
Oh boy, Trump went nuts on Truth the other day. Did you get to see all those? He was. I mean, you know how much I love a good Trump quote, a good Trump tweet. I'm not calling them truths. I'm calling them tweets. They're just tweets. But what was the one, Vic, that we just adored from the other day?
It was
bad handwriting. That of a wacko.
That's the entire thought.
Bad handwriting. He was speaking about this woman that testified, and it was in the context of other tweets, but it was that one was a special one. Bad handwriting. That of a wacko. I mean, that's great stuff. Yeah. That's like that one about he did that Mika from Morning Joe about the blood coming out of her face and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He's such a psycho. He's such a demented old creep.
I don't like it. May Allah awaken the people.
He was saying that, I love these people that are like, I watched that testimony. It was incredible. This woman, what's her name? I'm blanking on her name. I got foggy COVID brain.
You're fired.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the people came out and said that it didn't
YMCA.
happen. What about that? Doesn't that suck?
Well, stop. I'll address that momentarily. But she's up there at the high echelon. She's the assistant to the chief of staff at the end of the dude's administration. So she's like in the inner circle.
She used to work for
at
Ted
the end of his
Cruz.
administration.
But she had that
And he's
bad
going,
handwriting.
I don't
That
know
of a
her.
wacko. I don't trust that handle.
I don't know her. This flunky who's the loser, like, but she was working for your dudes. Like, he's so quick to throw everybody off the.
Catch up on the wall was great. That was.
It just
great.
shows
Catch
like
up on
what
the wall was great.
bad judgment he has if he's got all these creeps and lowlifes working for him, right?
I just think, like, I don't know if this is controversial, but, like, I just think we should all get along.
I hear that.
Yeah.
But to your point about,
I don't know. There's some people I don't want to get along
with
with out there.
Why not?
Thank you. This lunging for the steering wheel has been disputed. But I shall say it has not been disputed under oath.
Under oath.
And if what she was doing was relating, it was hearsay, it was somebody told her that it happened. So it's not that it may very well not have happened. There's no corroborating testimony yet to say whether it did or didn't happen.
I don't know if it happened.
Does seem a little far-fetched.
I don't know if it matters though. You know what I mean? What is that?
That was the least. I mean, that was very cinematic and very, unhinged. But there were like 30 other things that were
him knowing that there's weapons there,
unhinged.
and then calling for them to turn off the metal detectors. Is pretty bad.
I heard that he did lunge at the steering wheel, but it was because they passed a McDonald's and he wanted to swing into the drive-thru. It wasn't because of the going back to the Capitol.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They give him a little pretend wheel in the back so he can pretend like he's driving. That's what he was lunging.
Here we go.
You're driving.
That's what he lunged at.
Okay, here we go.
When was the last time he actually drove a car?
I would love to see him drive.
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, I'd like to see him ride a bicycle when they were goofing on Biden for falling off that bicycle.
That was
calm down,
hilarious.
guys. Could you? Yeah, well, I mean,
that
listen,
clip
I'm not
was
a
so
fan
funny.
of Biden.
Come on, that was so funny.
I mean,
listen, I've been in that situation. You get your foot caught in that thing and
clip.
Well, I think
the dude's
why is he doing
the dude's
that,
in good
though?
physical shape. Well, they all do it. You saw George Bush used to.
It just felt like
What do you
so
mean doesn't he? He
perfectly.
needs to stay in good shape. Don't
They have
demonize him
stationary
for
bikes in
working
the White
out.
House. Though, don't they?
Let him ride a bike and get
All
outside.
right, if he wants to.
Jeez.
It was mostly just that it was
by the way-
perfectly filmed. Like it was like you
I know.
saw
It
him,
was
you saw him coming up. He he had his
Yes.
jacket on. He looked cool. He stopped and then he just
Oh,
fell out of frame. It was just woo.
Comically, perfectly timed. Couldn't ask for more. But I mean, if it resulted in him going into the hospital and he couldn't recover, but no, he's it shows that he's. Listen, I think there's legitimate questions about his cognitive levels as a man of his age, and I don't know. I mean, I hope that we can figure out somebody else to run in the next, election cycle. If you want to get into that,
Tim, when are
I
you
think he's
gonna
been
run?
a pretty anemic. I am running.
Because I'm
running
cognitively
with the devil. No. But I think it's hard to argue that he's physically in not good. He seems like he's in very good physical shape.
Doug,
he falls over and gets back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can fall off your bike. That happens to Lance Armstrong, for goodness sake.
Whoa.
People fall down. It's called gravity, folks. And I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding you.
You're full of shit.
But it's if you can get back up, right, Sly? Where's the slide drop?
You are not your path.
Not how hard you hit.
How hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take
There you go.
and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
There's no losing.
She is a super duper.
Do you think that
right.
under his shirt
You
he
are
has
not your
an
path.
8-pack?
You're you. You're you right now.
Vic.
Wait, what's that, Sandy?
Oh, I was just wondering if you thought that under Biden's shirt he had an 8-pack.
Oh, Biden.
I think he's ripped.
Do you have the selling soap? Remember that? That was my favorite Biden. They're selling soap, man.
I don't remember
That was a great.
My favorite was look fat.
Look fat. Yeah,
that's.
But he's talking about diverse,
I
like
keep
how
saying he
commercials
does this new
are
thing where he goes,
diverse.
"I'm not kidding around." I listened to him this morning in NATO talking about shit, and he's supposed to say Sweden, but he says Switzerland, and he gets real caught up in that.
I'm Joe Biden's husband.
Ah, damn it!
Neil Smith, an old butt buddy. Are you here, Neil?
All right, we got him. Let's take a zoomer, Matt.
Come on, man.
Thanks, 720.
Did I say come on, Matt?
Yeah, come on.
Let me hear that again.
Come on, man.
Valerie.
Hi there.
Hi, Valerie. Get your hand raised.
Hello. Okay. So I would love to talk about Elvis a little bit because I saw the movie.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Well, I want
Elvis
to talk
Costello?
about the person and the movie. Oh no, Elvis Presley.
Let her talk.
Elvis
Obviously,
Presley.
it's
So-
Elvis.
Like a while ago, Tim, you tweeted that video of Elvis putting the microphone in his mouth. I had never seen it before, and I was like, this is the wildest thing I've ever seen. And then they did it in the movie, and I was like, what is this? And so I like Googled it because I was like, what is going on? Like, is it a sexual thing? Like, what is happening? And there are no answers to be found. So I would love to know y'all's take on
How was it presented in the
why
movie? Pretty
he
much
does
like the clip.
Yeah, like it was kind of part of a like little montage, if I remember correctly. Like, and just it's like super fast. Like I barely noticed it. It was just like puts the mic in his mouth and then just like goes on to something else.
Is there a way to
It's very
play the clip?
strange.
Oh yeah, we got to pull that up.
I would love
Was it
that.
from
Yeah, I
the
didn't
trailer?
see
Let me
that.
say this. Let me say this. And I say this with all candor, and so I'm going to just get in front of it.
Go, what?
I will never see that film, Elvis. I will never see it.
Okay.
It's just not going to happen.
Okay. Yeah, it looks bad.
I've heard enough about it. I know the people that love it. I know the people that don't. It's like I'm not seeing Francis Ha. You know what I mean? Like
Fair.
These are movies I don't see. I'm watching The Odd Couple, the old Odd Couple movie with Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. I'm watching that. I'm watching Godfather 1, Godfather 2. I'm watching Serpico, you know? I'm watching Cabaret. I'm watching all that jazz. I'm watching Naked Gun.
Uh-huh.
I'm not watching Elvis.
Nope.
Are you going to watch RRR?
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
What's that?
I think it's an Indian film, and everyone's raving about it. All my friends.
You know what? I saw that viral clip. It was like, this is the greatest battle sequence of all time, or fight sequence or something. And I said, no,
I'm not going to watch any
No.
trailer. I'm just going to watch the movie and see what happens.
I love Batman.
The Elvis movie, like, I like watching like a bad movie, but when I saw that it was like 2.5 hours, I just was like, if it was like under 2,
True.
I'd go see it because like whatever. It's air
You can do a
conditioned in
2-hour
there.
In this day and age, you got to stop
It
with the
was-
2-hour movies.
Hour and a half has to be.
I'm seeing
It
Mission
was very
Impossible.
long, but I did love it.
I'll go see Top Gun.
You did love it?
Can't wait to
You
see it.
liked it?
What with this political climate, you're
I
going to go see Top
did.
Gun?
How was Tom Hanks as the Colonel?
That's true. We don't need it. But
I mean, it was like
Can we not have 3
was
different
wild.
conversations going? I think it's a good question. How was Tom Hanks?
Wait, is Tom Hanks Elvis? I don't know. I'm so. I don't understand.
Who plays Elvis?
I
He's
don't
the Colonel.
understand. Oh,
He's the
okay.
Colonel.
You should play
is
old
Austin
Elvis.
Butler.
Why not? Yeah, old like 89-year-old Elvis. Like
And who's Austin Butler? Why am I supposed to know who that is? Like he's a household name.
He's not. He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like a little bit.
Wasn't he like a child star
Yeah.
or something?
And he was
like
a child star. He was in like Hannah Montana.
I can't keep
for,
up
like,
with all
an
these
episode or
people.
something.
Did they have his scarf man Charlie Hodge? Was he in the Elvis movie?
I don't think so. Or he might have been in it like a little bit, but I didn't pick up on it.
Okay.
It's one of those movies where
You know
they
who,
they kind of throw in like a ton of people as like little like, oh, how cool, so and so's in it.
Do they have the scene where he meets Nixon?
No, they did. They kind of left that.
What about the
out.
Beatles?
They didn't really talk about. No, they didn't.
No Beatles.
They didn't address that whole.
I don't
They
like
didn't
Elvis.
address the
He's just a
Beatles.
big fat oaf. There's nothing good about Elvis. I hate him. He sucks. He's got a pretty good voice, I guess. That's about it.
gorgeous.
I think
he
he's an
invented
ugly
rock
guy.
and roll.
Gorgeous.
He did not, Doug.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Tim, I agree with you.
He's
No more,
dopey.
no more movie stars. Let's just have Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Leonardo,
Tom
and
Cruise.
For the next 10 years,
Tom
let them do
Cruise.
the movies
He's in everything.
and Tom Cruise.
And Lady Gaga.
And then bring a new one in every decade.
Mm-hmm.
Right, T?
Well, I'm fine with that. But I don't like having to know about all these new people. That's all. First of all, how am I supposed to keep track of? You got Machine Gun Kelly now. People are talking about him.
I'm gonna go apoplectic.
Who's this guy, Machine Gun Kelly, out of nowhere?
That guy's
He was not in
Was that that
What's
kid
his-
that went to
Somebody told me he's got a
Wisconsin?
movie out that's supposed to be very bad.
That's the kid that went to Wisconsin, Tim? To the protest?
No, that's Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, a different actor.
Any, I would love for a Zoomer to come and defend Machine Gun Kelly as one of their, if they think that there's
Well, but
value
didn't Machine
there.
Gun Kelly invent the liquid death water?
Oh no.
Oh, really?
I think so.
No, did he?
It's an Australian company, isn't it?
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just that someone told me that and I didn't fact check it, and I'm spreading misinformation.
God damn it.
Well, I want to know more about this guy. I want to see if I should dig into his older albums or something. Does he have stuff before he was signed to a major that's kind of worth checking out, or what? What about Jack Harlow? Is that somebody I should know about? Just some white rapper? Nobody.
You're not going to find any defenders, no.
Is that who that is?
All right. Well, Valerie, thank you so much for the Elvis update. We're going to move things along.
Oh, no problem.
Hey,
See you
Tim, can
on the road.
Tim, can I bring up R. Kelly?
He was just sentenced to 30 years.
30 years.
in the big house.
But like I'm in a weird predicament because like I recently started hearing these songs that were just getting fed to me, and I didn't realize they were Kelly, and I was like really getting into them. And
Well, do you still listen to Michael Jackson?
I haven't because it was too like weird because I saw the documentary, but I didn't see the R. Kelly documentary. So maybe if I just do that, I can still enjoy his music. I don't know. But the other day, my mom was in town, and it was me, my wife, and Ruby, and my mom. And I don't know, my daughter just goes, "Put on I Believe I Can Fly." And we're like, "What's this?" It's like, I Believe I Can Fly. And then we put it on, and my daughter's singing along to the whole thing, and then my mom starts singing along, and then we all just started singing along to this convicted pedophile. So I don't just feel a little weird about it.
Well, I mean, you got to give credit, like the
song
Trapped in the
itself is
Closet
fun.
thing is like, that's one of the greatest things ever.
Oh yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel creepy.
But the guy should, if he committed crimes, he should go away from the big house.
Right.
He's in the big house and he's got a long sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 30 years.
Now that he's in there, let's safely listen to his music.
Right.
Yeah.
Time to start listening to R. Kelly again.
I like that.
Speaking of,
You're
did anybody
contagious
watch the Woody Allen Alec Baldwin interview?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I just saw the clip where it breaks up.
Yeah, Double Threat posted that.
It's so. First of all, I was talking about this with Tom Sharpling. I don't think we talked about it on the air though, but Woody is such a boring person, and he's so
annoying.
Like he just has this attitude of like, I guess I'll make a movie in the fall. I guess so. I'm gonna do another movie, and it's hard, and I'd rather be home. I'm like, then don't fucking make a movie. There's a million people out there trying to get a fucking movie made and get money to make a movie, and suddenly you just feel like it's this obligation that everybody's. Oh, thank you, Mr. Out. Thank you so much for making another fucking Rifkin's Festival too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would love to know
I don't
what
know.
this.
I'd rather
ancient-
just be writing a book. Fuck off.
Right, there's so many people.
And then they go,
that could take his spot, or multiple people. All the money
get
given.
like pass it on, man.
Right.
What could you possibly have left to say, you old creep? Like, what is left up there?
You talked about your high school girlfriends over and over again.
We get it.
We know.
You're Jewish.
Right.
Yeah.
You play the clarinet.
I like when Alec Baldwin does that face. You know how he does that?
Yeah. Does the Decker face?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, he
my
just
guest is
full
he
on
does this like
doing
very
that
serious,
thing.
like he's in a sketch group doing a news broadcaster. My guest is one of the great directors of all time, Mr. Allen. What a pleasure it is. And Woody doesn't care who's interviewing him. He has no regard or he has no genuine interest in any other human being. He'll be like, I feel like we could interview Woody, because he doesn't care who he's talking to.
And I feel like percentage-wise.
And poor Alec Baldwin, who's huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say percentage-wise, he's the greatest filmmaker of all time. How many movies has he made? How many have been good? Some of them were good.
Well, the average is starting to get very dangerous.
It's thinning out.
Diminishing returns, but I haven't seen Rifkin's Festival. Let's check it out. Let's have a screening.
I want to do a little comedy sketch, and I'm going to cast the sketch right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just Doug.
Yes,
Doug. Here's your line, and you're going to be Alec Baldwin. Okay. And the line is, Mr. Woody Allen, may I ask you a few questions?
Okay, that's all I do?
And I'll be Woody.
Let Jewish people play Jewish roles.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Doug.
Mr. Allen, can I ask you a few questions?
Fire away.
Well...
No, that's it. That's the joke.
Oh, that's it. Oh, fire away.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, shoot. There you go.
Yeah,
Fire
there
away.
you go. That would be good too.
You know what they got on YouTube?
Good joke. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize. I thought we were doing like a,
improv.
a little improv.
A longer sketch. It's like an SNL
That's
sketch
it.
that goes
Shoot.
25 minutes.
Speaking of, they got on YouTube, they got the whole Alec Baldwin interrogation. It's pretty interesting.
Oh God,
really?
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
That
it's
I like Woody Allen be like, Mr. Alec, could you take off the golf visor if we're going to keep talking? It's a little inappropriate.
Get everybody out.
Did you just get off the treadmill? He's all sweaty. They're both in Long Island somewhere, just like it's so hot. Such regret that they're both doing this. And then Woody's like, Alec Baldwin's like, Woody, have you seen these streaming shows? Any of these TV shows? I don't watch. I watch the Knicks. I come home, I have dinner, I go watch the Knicks or the Yankees, and then I go to bed. I watch Turner Classic Movies. It's like, what a loser.
And then I watch
Just go and die in your sleep.
I'm a big fan of the Three Busy Debras.
And I go to HBO Max and
I love HBO Max.
I like it when the Debras do their little activities.
I watch Bob Hope movies. Jesus Christ!
Did you
What a
see him
miserable
screaming
man to
at
be around. Imagine that.
He was screaming at his housekeeper during it too at some point about the dog barking.
Oh, really?
Woody or Alec?
Alec. Oh God, that was great.
It's like, somebody better change my diaper. I just crapped my pants again. My Brooks Brothers corduroy pants are getting all filled with my own shit because my ability to manage my rectum is completely, I'm an 89-year-old man, for Christ's sake.
Oh, whoops.
I shouldn't be making movies.
Is he 89?
He might be.
I should be
Who
laying
knows?
down with a nice caramel.
Yeah, I should be on my back. I should be eating food only in liquid form.
I think he's inspirational. I mean, I think we should be doing this podcast when we're his
that's
age.
true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you.
look at Paul. Look at Sir Paul McCartney. By the way, you don't have a lot of these allegations around him. This is a stand-up guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a clean man.
I don't know.
Well, he's paying people off pretty well.
I heard he's. I don't want to spread rumors, but he was like he used to yell at his wife about her leg because she had one leg.
No,
that's what I
get
heard.
out of here.
It was in an interview.
Well, she sounded like
know.
a pretty bad person.
That's true.
Also, I'm surprised he didn't get he didn't get in any hot water for siding with Johnny. I thought that would put him in hot water.
Yeah.
You saw that whole
What
thing.
did he do?
But what I was saying is,
I was at
Paul
one of
is
the
like
shows.
redefining what it means to be old.
The video.
Paul is redefining what it means to be old, right? Like
Yeah, every year he gets older.
he is. But he looks like a normal, like he's not dressed like Woody Allen with this like old man look. He looks like, he could be easily in his 50s.
I actually don't have
just by the way he presents himself. He's 80 years old.
I love that he still has that hair. Well, my friend had tickets to his show at SoFi Stadium like a few months ago, and we went, and after every song he went like this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vic, I heard he yelled at his wife.
Paul should do is get that.
I heard he yelled at his
Paul
wife.
should get a classic Beatles haircut. That's what he should. He should go back to
the mop top.
Full mo. Yeah. That would be a funny move. Like, why wouldn't you do that if you were him? You're like, we should do. Let's do the fucking mop top again. Just for the fucking hell of it. This is a goof.
Makes his whole band do it.
Is he your favorite Beatle?
That would be
You
great.
want to go on tour? Get the scissors.
All right. I should probably get bed rest and start the
Forgot you're
COVID cure. Does anybody else want to say anything? I feel like I was a real chatterbox today.
Let's, you want to give Ethan, he had some breaking news. Should we give Ethan the last word?
Matt, maybe we should just continually do me in the guest house. Maybe it adds another
you like
fun
it better
angle
up
to the
there?
show.
Privacy?
It's very nice. I feel very free. I don't have to be looking at anybody. Okay, Ethan, what can I do for you? You got breaking news?
I mean, it's he hypes it up too much. The last time I was on, I was telling you guys about a job I had that I hated, and Colin Hay gave me some advice, and you guys were very kind. And I just accepted a new job offer, and I start on Tuesday, and I'm very excited about it.
All right.
And I
You're
appreciate
leaving
this community,
Taco Bell to go work at Del Taco. Is that the breaking news?
I'm going to work at a library, full-time gig at a library. I'm very excited.
That's
Whoa,
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Are you writing
Good
the
for
books?
you. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm writing the books for the library.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's an empty library. It's in
You gotta
dire
start
need
somewhere.
of books. I'm thinking of writing a book, and that maybe I should be doing that instead of making movies.
You better get ready to shush.
Just give the money to
You're gonna have
somebody
do
else,
a
Woody.
lot of shushing. Better get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear
Got
your
it.
shush.
Yeah, let's hear the shush.
Okay.
You have to wait for one of us to say something.
Should I give him a prompt? God, this fucking book is so good, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
You can vocalize too. You can use words. You don't have to just shush. Try it
Okay.
again.
What a good book.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, all right. Get out of here, Ethan.
Don't you know what you're doing?
Congratulations
That's
to you.
some system.
I want to thank everybody. I'm just having a hard time with who was on the show today, names and everything.
Brain fog.
Introduce yourselves.
Tim, you got that
Thank
COVID
yourself.
excuse now, which is pretty awesome.
We had Sandy Honig, Bardia Salimi, Mark Dowdy, of course.
Bardi, thank
Yes. Mr. Dowdy's got to come back.
He has a lot more to say. He already texted.
you. We'll be back
All right.
next week for another show. I think we got a great guest lined up for next week. Is that correct, Master?
Oh, yeah, he's
Master Carlin?
confirmed. Big time. Comedy.
Okay.
star.
So stand by for news later on next week's shows. We'll have an announcement if you're one of the lucky few that I'll just say this quickly. I hate to say this, but if you bought tickets to the very first show, which is on a Tuesday night, maybe you should expect.
Be nice. Come on.
That's not the greatest move. I'm just kidding. But we will figure it out and get and let everybody know what's happening. Full, honest transparency. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Captain Carlin. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Luke. And thank you most of all, Office Hours patrons. Join patreon.com/Office Hours live to become a tremendous member of one of the greatest growing communities in the online community. Thank you.
See tonight, the Stress Factor.
Sing what I believe. I only give them fact. If they
Salam alaikum.
if they let him
I don't like my
I am woman, hear me roar.
Where you from?
like my club at all.
I don't like my club at all.
I don't like my club at all.
Exactly.
That's a great fucking answer.
They beat the shit out of you.
31 kilos. 31 kilos. Or 31 kilos.
Truth, and if they then decide to live with lies.
Okay, guys. What the heck is this?
That's their
You My Baby is my
concern,
favorite song.
not mine, my friend. They're free to fantasize.
I can play bass. The blowing instruments. Trumpet.
Stud.
Each música de massagens.
Let's call it job.
I think I watched it.
Bullshit right there. That's some bullshit right there. Shit 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 right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. 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 There.
2番、6番、7番の 15.8 倍が一番人気。4番、6番、7番、17倍。1番、6番、7番、19.4 倍。9.4 倍。7番、19.4 倍。7番、9.4 倍。4倍。Drop that zero and keep it. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
How can this be possible?
Are you kidding me?
Horses